think the experience that we got was wonderful, and I was able to understand different perspectives coming from different sides. So people came from FMCG products, telecom, right? Somebody was also coming from the business banking side. So a diverse view and opinion of how generative AI is being applied for martech business, especially promoting their marketing plans, branding, customer experiences, right? How do they promote their digital offerings that they are currently giving, digital via app or via the webs, right? So I think all in all, big exposure to how Gen AI is going to be applied, and which and I think one thing we found very common is identifying the right use cases, right? Because if you look at these deep learning algorithms, very compute intensive and costly, and if we are looking at it from planet level implementation, it becomes very difficult from processing point of view, storage and processing point of view. So that's why right use cases needs to be identified, because the cost, there is a lot of cost which is involved in different levels, different stages, and that's why right use case which have material impact on the consumer experience and the benefit for the business itself. I think one key takeaway from the session, especially from the generative AI perspective, is how we can leverage Gen AI from all three perspectives, right? On one side we have GPT models, Chat GPT is one thing, Bard, Lambda, Palm. There are so many offerings which are coming up in the market. So from one side it is textual conversation. Can we use these conversations for the customers better, answer their queries better digitally through bots? The other thing is, can we also offer them some kind of unique services in terms of modulating or synthesizing the images or the videos that they generally watch, right? So can we colorize certain movies? Can we convert movies from one language to another? So if I want to watch Korean movie in a local Indian language, can I do that? Yes. So these are the things that can be added from video perspective, and similarly from speech perspective. From the network side, can we also give a modulated or maybe a better voice to the end user who is listening to the call, right? And can we also apply noise removals, etc., so that the quality of experience that a subscriber or a user or customer goes through becomes little better. I think these are the application. I think these are the takeaways, critical takeaways that I think martechquity was able to convey rightly to the audience who was sitting, and probably global communities also. I'm talking about the global AI communities. So that's what I said. When we start using, making our bots more conversational, right? We certainly use these large language models, right? And instead of a structured approach, right? So what was my data, or any good games, or what are the movies that are better for me? If these kind of questions can be asked in a conversational format to the app, to the bot, which is embedded within the app or a web, I think that gives a better exposure, experience to the consumer. And similarly the other services with respect to if on the runtime this generative AI can synthesize better voice quality or give a better network. So if certain words are missing, can it replace as per consumers or specific users' personalized voice, in that voice format? I think that is important. So a lot of offerings. I think it is still starting phase. Going forward, a lot of other applications which make material impact on business and consumer experience will come up surely across industries. Very clearly, it's near real time or real time. I will talk about real time sharing of insights with consumers, right? So that they can go through it and then adopt it, right? That's the major challenge when we talk about the planet level or maybe large scale level implementation of any application that we build or any marketing plan that we want to launch. So can we do it real time? That's the major track, because there is a lot of, once the use case is identified, there are a lot of system integration issues. There are a lot of systems that needs to be integrated. There are a lot of data which is residing in the data lakes or cloud that needs to be processed, and then the final outcome goes through a CRM to exact customer, right? So there are a lot of bottlenecks. So if you can reach the customer at right time with the right product, right? I think this is the bottom line today from the marketing and the technology perspective, or from Gen AI perspective.